Do you love eating healthy but also love eating Hamantaschen? Well, this is the recipe for you. I'm going to show you how to make these easy, one bowl, no mixer needed, healthy Hamantaschen that everyone will enjoy. Starting off by adding in the oil, and here I'm using coconut oil. It's a healthier alternative to using canola oil or other oils like that. But the problem with it sometimes is that it's a bit too hard when you're trying to work with a recipe, because at room temperature, it will turn to more solid or firmer, and you sometimes want to soften it. So either you can soften it in the microwave, on the stove top. I'm going to throw this into this bowl here, and I'm going to put it in the microwave for a couple seconds just to soften it, or even melt it. It's okay if it gets melted as well. As you see here, it is almost all the way melted. There is a few bigger pieces of the coconut oil that isn't fully melted. That's fine. You're just gonna give that a mix, and then we're going to add in the honey and mix that up. You can use maple syrup here instead, but I really like how the flavor of the honey works in this. You're gonna add in the egg and vanilla, or you can use almond extract. Break up that yolk and mix it in well. It's important that you mix these together well before adding in the rest. You're gonna start off with adding most of the flour and then see if it needs more. It's about 1.5 cups to 2 cups depending on just the day. Sometimes you need a little bit more. Add in that baking powder and the salt and mix that well. You can use whole wheat flour here, you can use whole spelt flour here, either one will work well. It just, depending on the flour you're using, is how much flour you're gonna have to add into the dough. I'm adding in the rest of the flour here, just so that it comes together into a nice dough that I can roll out. Now I'm gonna switch over to my hands at this point, just so that it easily combines and I can get a feel to see if the dough is the right texture. This dough is just so amazing. You can use this for sugar cookies, not only, Hamantaschen, you can use it year-round for any sugar cookie base that you want to be a bit healthier. So you see it's rolling into a ball, and that's what you're looking for. Nothing sticking to the bowl. Look at that. Perfect. Over here I have some natural jelly. It's just a strawberry jam that's made with basically just strawberries and some fruit juice, I think, to sweeten it. And you can use any filling that you like. If you want to go for healthy, go for it. If you want to go for unhealthy, you can also go for it, whatever works for you. I have a piece of parchment here, and you either can put a little bit of flour down or some oil so that the dough doesn't stick. It most likely won't, but you just don't want to risk it because you want these to turn out beautiful. So I'm spraying them with my DIY Pam spray, which you will learn how I make this in a future video, but let me tell you, it's the best hack. And if you want to find out about it, you can check out my Instagram. There is a highlight on it. Take all of that dough, place it right onto the parchment, and we're gonna roll it out. Once you make this dough, you're going to love it because it's just so easy, so great, so many so's. Don't roll it too thinly because you do want it to hold the shape nicely. You have the cup here, and you can use any size cup you'd like. I think this is the perfect shape for me. It's about the size of my palm, and that's what I like for the Hamantaschen. Now you're just gonna push it into the dough and give it a twist, and then keep going. Now comment below if you make this, because I have a feeling you're going to want to tell me, oh my goodness, Rena, this dough is amazing. How have I not made these before? They're incredible. Thank you so much. I'm telling you, it's just too good to be true almost. Now you're gonna remove the excess dough on the outside, put it to the side for after to roll out again. Now sometimes when you're making Hamantaschen, the jelly comes out as it cooks. Something about the jelly when it cooks, it just bubbles up and will ooze out of that Hamantaschen. So here's my little trick that you have got to try when you're making your Hamantaschen. You're going to take your thumb and make an indent into the dough, and that is going to make a little like jelly well to put that jelly into, and it kind of helps keep the jelly from falling out. Of course, also not putting too much jelly in there, but I find that if you do that, it kind of makes it the perfect amount of place inside the Hamantaschen so the jelly doesn't come bubbling out when you are baking them. If they do lose out a bit, it's okay, it'll still taste amazing, but I do find this helps a bit. Now let's form the Hamantaschen. We're gonna take the top and pinch it together, just pinch well, and then the bottom two together and pinch well. Pinch, pinch. Very important that you pinch well. These will hold shape nicely and bake amazingly, but just make sure you pinch, really important. I'm rolling out the remainder of the dough. You don't want to put this dough into the fridge at all. Because of the coconut oil in there, it'll kind of solidify and therefore it'll become a crumbly dough, and you don't want that. You want it to be nice and smooth. If you are gonna put the dough in the fridge when it's raw, even though I don't recommend it, I will say that if you do, you need to take it out of the fridge, let it come to room temperature fully, and mix it up again really well, and hopefully that'll be fine. We have here some natural peanut butter. I'm actually gonna add in some peanut butter and chocolate to some of these because I ran out of my jam, but still, it's delicious anyway. Put a little bit of peanut butter in there. Using a baby spoon because it just works the best for filling Hamantaschen, in my opinion. Perfect amount every time. Peanut butter chocolate is my favorite combination, so this makes me happy and excited to have. I'm just taking my baking sheet and putting it right under the parchment, sliding it right over that, and then it's gonna go straight into the oven just like this. These actually move around pretty easily, so we can carefully pick them up and move them onto another parchment to get them all baking at the same time. Or you can just wait and slide it onto the baking sheet and bake it separately. Okay, into the oven these go. Here they are, fresh out of the oven. Oh my goodness, my house smells amazing and they look great. You do not understand how good these are until you try them. So right now, run and make these and then come back and in the comment section, tell me how amazing they are, because guys, the house smells incredible. These are easy to make. They taste beyond, and I'm like holding back a bit because they're still a little warm, but I'm gonna cut into one for you. I'm actually first gonna show you the peanut butter chocolate one because it's still hot and gooey. And they break together so nicely and they are yummy on the inside. The dough actually tastes great. That's what's so good about this. You don't just want to eat the filling, you want to eat the whole cookie. It's that amazing. I'm gonna eat one right now because I have to. These are like crispy on the outside and then they're like soft on the inside. Obviously if you overbake them, they'll be crispier, but they're the perfect consistency, perfect texture for Hamantaschen. They taste outrageous. They taste so good. They do not taste healthy, and that is what I do here. I make healthy recipes that don't taste healthy, that everyone is like, what? No way, I don't believe you. Literally, they don't believe you because they are that good. And you have the yummy jelly on the inside. Oh my gosh. Guys, how are you not making this right now? Okay, it's okay. You're allowed to keep watching the video and then go make these. All this recipe makes is this many, so double this recipe for sure. And give them to your friends and family and know that these are healthy, so you could probably eat the whole tray and be fine, right?
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share with your friends.